All right, if you are in your 20s, you're gonna wanna listen up. We're about to break down the 10 habits that can totally reshape your financial future. And look, this isn't some get rich quick nonsense. This is about building a rock solid foundation for a lifetime of wealth. So let's get into it. And this right here, this is the whole idea. Wealth isn't an accident, it's not about luck, and for most people, it's definitely not something you're just born with. It's built. It's the result of small, smart, consistent actions day after day, one habit at a time. You know, your 20s really are the critical turning point. Think about it. Right now, you're standing at the most important financial crossroads of your entire life. The choices you make today, the systems you start to build, they're going to echo for the next 50 years. Seriously. And the stakes are incredibly high. We're talking about setting yourself up to be financially free in your 30s and then just completely unstoppable by the time you hit your 40s. So the habits we're about to cover, they aren't just little tips. They're literally the blueprint for your future. Okay, so first things first, we have to build the foundation. These first few habits are all about rewiring your brain and building that core engine that actually brings in the money. Because let's be honest, without this foundation, nothing else we talk about is gonna work. Habit number 1, live below your means. Now, this doesn't mean you have to be cheap or feel broke all the time. Not at all. It's about being strategic. It means you consciously create a gap between what you earn and what you spend. And that gap, that's where wealth is born. You're not just saving money, you're literally buying your future freedom. I love this quote because it really nails the mindset shift, right? It's the difference between trying to look rich today with flashy stuff and actually becoming rich by making smart plays for tomorrow. Real wealth doesn't need to be loud, it's strategic. Next up, let's talk about value. Your income is pretty much a direct reflection of the value you can provide. So instead of chasing some quick cash scheme, your focus in your 20s should be on becoming ridiculously good at one thing. And this says it all. Money chases value. So whether it's coding, sales, graphic design, whatever, dedicate this decade to becoming a master. That one high-value skill will become an asset that pays you over and over again for the rest of your life. Okay, let's get one thing straight. A single job is not financial security. Relying on one paycheck is like trying to balance on a one-legged stool. It's just wobbly. It's unstable. Real security comes from having multiple different ways that money flows to you. And this chart just shows it perfectly. On the left, you see that one stream. Super fragile, right? One layoff, one crisis, and poof, it's gone. But on the right, that's the goal, 3 or more streams. If one dries up for a bit, no big deal. The others are still flowing. Your goal should be to build towards that right side of the chart all through your 20s. All right, so you've built the foundation to earn more money. Awesome. Now it's time to activate it. These next habits are all about the nitty-gritty, the mechanics of managing that money and making it grow. Listen, the single biggest superpower you have in your 20s is time. Compound interest is like a magic trick, but it needs a long runway to really take off. Even if you start by investing just a tiny amount, like 100 rupees or even $1, it's a huge win. Why? Because the habit itself is way more important than the amount when you're starting out. Think of it this way. Every single dollar you invest today is like a tiny employee you're sending out into the world to work for your future self. Make it a non-negotiable part of your life. Just start now. The person you are in 10 years is going to be so grateful you did. So many of us run our finances based on this vague feeling of, I think I have enough money for that. That is a recipe for disaster. Real control, real power doesn't come from your feelings. It comes from data. You have to know exactly where your money is going. And this is the absolute truth. It's a night and day difference. When you don't track it, money just seems to vanish, and you're left feeling stressed and broke. But the moment you start tracking, even with a simple app, you suddenly feel in control. You're the one in the driver's seat, telling your money where to go, instead of wondering where it went. Okay, habit number 6 is all about psychology. It's about building an unbreakable chain. We call it the no matter what savings habit. And the goal here isn't to save a ton of money every single time. The goal is to never ever break the chain of saving something. This is what makes it so powerful. It's accessible to literally everyone. Had a tough month? Fine, save $1. The amount is almost irrelevant. What matters is that you are reinforcing the identity of someone who saves, no matter what. Keeping that streak alive builds a level of discipline that is just incredible. All right, let's get to the final set of habits. I want you to think of these as multipliers. Once you've got your foundation and your management systems locked in, these habits are what will amplify your growth and just dramatically speed up your progress. Think of this as your checklist for creating an unfair advantage. It's our last 4 habits. Number 7, learn to sell. And no, I don't mean becoming a used car salesman. I mean learning how to communicate value, whether you're asking for a raise or pitching an idea. Habit 8, use AI. It is the biggest cheat code in the world right now for productivity. Use it. Number 9 is all about avoiding bad debt, and we're going to dig into that in just a second. And finally, number 10, curate your circle. You become who you hang out with. Surround yourself with people who talk about growth and ideas, not gossip. Your ambition will rise to meet theirs. So let's break down that point on debt, because it is one of the most misunderstood ideas in finance. Getting this right is a huge part of your unfair advantage. Good debt, like a loan for a business that makes money, is a tool. It grows your income. But bad debt, like credit card debt for a vacation you couldn't afford, is an anchor. It just drains your future. It's simple. Your job is to use good debt wisely and avoid bad debt like the plague. Look, building these habits, it's about more than just managing your money a little better. This is a deliberate strategy. This is how you escape the trap of just being average. This is how you methodically build a future that feels almost unfairly powerful. So I'll just leave you with this question. After seeing this entire blueprint, how will you become wealthy? Because it's not a mystery anymore. It's a choice. And that choice is followed by a series of small, consistent actions. Which habit are you going to start with first? And please, don't get overwhelmed by the list. You don't have to do all 10 tomorrow. Just pick one. Start small, but please start today. Because your richest, most powerful, most amazing years, they don't start someday in the future. They begin right now with the very next choice you make.